Hi, I'm Diane Kochilas, again for GreekFoodTv. I'm going to do one of my absolute favorite Greek recipes today, a classic greens pie. The first thing that we start with when we make savory pies is our phyllo dough. We have our flour and our salt in the bowl. We're going to add our liquids now. A cup of water. A little bit of olive oil. Half a cup. Our vinegar. And we're going to mix everything together until we get a nice massive dough. It's going to be sticky in the beginning. As we knead, it'll get very smooth. The whole trick here is to make it as smooth as a baby's bottom. That's how you know it's done. Now we're going to prepare our filling. The first thing we do is saute all the main vegetables. We're going to start with our pumpkin. I always saute in extra virgin olive oil. Just makes things taste better. We've got our pumpkin sauteed. We're going to add our spinach until that wilts. Once that wilts, we add our leeks to the pan. We've already sauteed them. Just mix it a little bit. We turn off the heat and add all of our remaining herbs. Our wild fennel, our dill, our chervil, feta cheese, salt and pepper, and finally a little grating of fresh nutmeg. We mix it all together, we let the filling cool, and then we assemble the pie. So we have our beautiful dough ready. It's really soft. It's about the consistency of pizza dough, even though it has no yeast in it. Cutting it into 4 pieces because I'm going to make 4 sheets of phyllo out of this. Each piece is going to be shaped into a little ball. So now we're going to start rolling each of our 4 sheets. We started with a ball of dough about this big, patted it down a little bit. Now we're going to roll out. The important thing to remember, you're always rolling out on a clean floured surface, and you're rolling out in different directions so that you get a nice, even circle. This is my fearless phyllo dough. You can see just how malleable it is. When you pick it up, it holds together, and yet it's really soft. I'm just going to flip it to start it on the other side. We're going to oil our pan a little bit. Brush the surface so that the oil is distributed all over the surface and around the rim. Now there's a little trick for doing this. What you want to do is fold the sheet of phyllo in half and then in half again. And you take the point, and you put that right in the center. This way when you open it, it opens up more or less evenly. This is a very, very easy dough to work with. We brush the surface of the phyllo with olive oil, and we repeat the entire process with the second ball, brushing that as well with olive oil. And now it's time to spread our filling into the pan. It's nice and cool. We're just going to spoon it in with a big wooden spoon and spread it out evenly. The secret to Greek pita is to make the filling fairly thin. It shouldn't be much denser, much thicker than about the size of a woman's index finger. And now the last sheet, which will go on a little bit differently, as you'll see in a minute. The top phyllo sheet is a little bit larger than the circumference of the pan, and that's on purpose. We're going to lay it down in such a way that the surface of the pie is really beautiful. Now we take the bottom and top layers that are overhanging, and we just gather them up and slowly roll them around to form a beautiful decorative rim. We pour a little bit of olive oil over the top of the pie. The olive oil is what makes the phyllo very crisp. Now we're scoring the pie with a sharp knife into serving pieces. Now we're ready to bake our pie. 375 for about 50 minutes. Now our pie is ready. And it looks great. With our homemade phyllo and our delicious healthy vegetable filling and all that great olive oil. You can see how crisp it is.